mentally doesn't appeal.
Hello there.
Hello there. Keep doing server maintenance, but I wonder, what are they even?
Oh man.
Hey, what's up? They keep doing server maintenance, but I'm like, I keep wondering, what are they actually, what are they actually maintaining? You know, what? I guess I'll have to look to see what the patch notes are, or what the notes are. Anyways, on the Cleric.
So how's level 15?
Okay. Trying to remember how to play the Cleric, because I was playing the Warrior a lot. The Warrior, or the tank. I always say Warrior. But, yeah, craft. I mean, that recipe I got was pretty cool. I think I put it in the guild bank, so the ember
I
drawn.
went and removed duplicates in the guild bank because we started running out of space to be able to like.
I
drop
actually
the gear.
pulled some stuff out and just put it up in the auction house. I don't know if it's sold or not, but I was in the northern area, and you know how the auction house only had one page in it, so I took a bunch of stuff out and I put it there because it was like none of that stuff was in the auction house there, and I put the prices not high, but like higher than I would have down south because I'm like, these are the only items in the auction house. So I was hoping maybe people would come through and buy them. I don't know. You know, like some of the rings I put like 15, 20 silver, where like down south they wouldn't sell for more than like 5 silver. So we'll see. Maybe something will sell. I don't know. But yeah, the guild bank is completely full. I found the what's that mount I have? The like the undead wolf doggy thing.
Oh, the skinwalker.
I found the actual NPCs in the world, but called carrion canines.
Oh really?
And I'm killing them
because they were the rot things.
I know these look exactly like the mount, pretty much. And I'm killing them just because I was curious if one of the tameable ones would spawn. Of course, even if it did, I'm going to assume that I wouldn't be high enough skill to acquire it. Yeah, I got my tank to like a little bit past halfway to 21. It's like
nice.
And the XP was actually pretty good there. It still was slow, you know.
Yeah.
I also went through and read a bunch of feedback on the feedback forums, and one guy posted all the things about the game that he doesn't like, and most of it was pretty fair, to be honest. But he was really bashing. Obviously, he was on the server that we're on. He was really bashing like the exploiting and like how people had been getting duplicate items. And now he was so afraid he couldn't buy stuff off the auction house because he didn't know if it was a dupe or not. And I'm like, well, I wouldn't be worried about that. They're not gonna ban your account if you buy something off the marketplace that's a dupe. How are you supposed to know?
Yeah, that's a little too fearful, my man.
Yeah, too fearful. And then other feedback was, I mean, one of the biggest feedbacks I've seen, which I totally agree with, is that the crates have killed caravans entirely, and I've seen that in multiple places because the crates are way easier, way less risky, and they're good money. Yeah. And so no one's doing caravans whatsoever. And the other complaint I've seen is there's no PvP in the game, which is very true. And I just watched Lazy Peon's video. He did a video, I think, within the last day. Yeah. I didn't get through all of it, but I watched most of it.
I actually just watched that myself.
Yeah, and he said, so you probably saw where he was saying how, and this is something I had already seen on another YouTube video, where people are doing a crate run, and what'll happen is they'll have like a level 10 character kill the mount.
Oh, yeah.
And then when the crate drops off the dead mount, if another person comes up and loots it, they don't get flagged. They don't even get flagged. Not only do they not get, they don't even get flagged PvP. They can just go pick up the crate. Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it really boggles my mind that they didn't put it that way because you go steal somebody's loot, you get flagged. And it's like, well, but how is the crate not loot? Like,
how's that any different? How's that any different?
Yeah, so where did you miss that one?
Yeah, so Siege on Joeva is about to begin. If you are not a participant, leave the event before the siege begins. Okay. Someone's going to siege Joeva. Oh, wow. Yeah.
So you can't even be in Joeva?
That's what it sounds like it.
Wow.
I don't think the sieges last very long, though. I don't think.
I hope not, because that's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I wonder what would happen if you were to log in during the siege.
I bet it would just put you maybe outside, maybe. I would assume. I mean, it's not going to not let you play the game. I'm sure they've got something in place. So what I found is I actually like the Cleric has so much. It's so weird because the Cleric doesn't have a lot of offensive abilities, really. They have a lot of abilities that heal and do damage. So they don't feel like really offensive abilities because they're kind of... I mean, they are, but they're kind of mixed,
Yeah.
So they don't really... And they're not, like, cast. Like, you only have, like, 2 straight-up, like, targeting casts. Like, because you have, like, Consecrate, but that's not a targeted ability. You just cast it, right?
And you then... get a few more. There's the Resplendent Beam near the bottom.
But is that... That's not DPS, though, is it?
No, I don't.
I'm talking about. I'm talking about damaging abilities. Yeah, I'm talking about targeted damage abilities. I only have 2 that I know of, where I actually can aim it at somebody and do damage.
Yeah.
Other than that, you're just auto attacking, so it feels like a paladin. The Cleric does feel quite a bit like a paladin in WoW sometimes, especially if you equip a shield. But yeah, I was so mad, and I think I already told you, where I was in that dungeon, and some idiot tank, I was healing him, and he decided just, oh, this is going really well. I'm just going to pull like 3 times as many mobs in this next pull. And out of those 3 times as many mobs, like 3 of them are like 1 stars. And of course, we all just wiped. And I pasted in chat, I go, are you a fucking moron? I go, are you brain dead? And he got everybody killed. And what made it worse was that everybody's corpses got looted, and the people that looted were flagged PvP, and I tried to kill one of them. And that's the other thing that kind of sucks, is somebody sees me flag PvP, and they kill me. It was like somebody else, like a high-level hunter. He doesn't understand that I actually flagged PvP trying to kill someone who flagged PvP because they were stealing my loot. If he'd known that I was trying to protect my corpse, maybe he wouldn't have decided to kill me. I don't know. That one thing's kind of unfortunate,
Yeah.
It's like I'm just trying to kill the person who stole the loot off my dead body, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, but this guy is level. What is he? See if I can pull this guy. He's level 14. What do I? And I'm level 15 here. Oh, I'm gonna get an ad. Yep, certainly did. Hmm. So, what character are you playing?
I wanted to get my bard up to 13 to try out the sagas. They are underwhelming.
Really? They looked cool. I mean, visually.
The mana one is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The other one, I didn't try the healing one, but I looked at it and it was like, you're gonna heal them for 100% healing power. It's like, what the hell? 100? That's it? I don't know.
Yeah, that's nothing.
It was an AOE heal, so I mean that was nice, but it was just like, that's all the healing you're gonna give me is 100?
That's nothing. That's absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I sent you a picture of what Joeva looks like when it's being sieged. I moused over the icon. It is currently under siege.
The mana one is, like I had thought, absolutely amazing because I was over there hitting for 200-300 and getting 200-300 mana back. That's incredible. So the mana part is amazing, but the other ones are underwhelming. The fire damage one does like 150% fire damage, and then does some slight tick damage, but it was like it ended up being like 30 or 40 damage for a minute and a half cooldown that lasted 8 seconds. It's just like, well, that one's bad.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very impressive.
Yeah, I'm gonna really try some of the other ones because I'll have to get more levels, but it just feels very underwhelming on the bard.
Yeah, and it's like supposed to be so strong,
so powerful, and it's just
powerful.
Like, I could see in PvP where if you like are constantly going in and out and able to keep yourself alive, you can slowly whittle somebody down, and you have some more or less bursty with your auto attack combo finishers with your resonant weapon, but that's it. Like that's your one trick. That's all you got.
I think that's part of the problem with all the classes, and I've already mentioned it, and you've mentioned it, is that they just feel incomplete without the second archetype. They feel like there's not a ton of, I mean, most of the class, not all of them. Some of them probably are better than others, but you feel like you don't really have a ton of abilities.
Yeah. The rogue feels somewhat okay. I think its AoE damage is a little lackluster. Like there's no good way to spec into it at all. So that's my biggest pain point with the rogue.
Yeah. I don't think I can climb this mountain.
And I have a hard time bringing myself to try to level up
Ranger.
Yeah, Ranger to see how they are, but
The Ranger, like in my playing the Ranger, it's kind of what I figured. I mean, yeah, sure, you have ranged abilities and they hit hard, but in the end, it's kind of boring. I mean, you're just standing at distance, throwing traps, shooting arrows. I mean, it just seemed, unless you really like that, it just felt kind of boring to me. You know, like you don't really have a whole lot of melee abilities. It's all range. I don't really like classes that are pure ranged. You know, you know, that's why I've never really been a big mage player, because it's just, you know, and I don't like being glass cannons either. It's like, oh yeah, look how powerful I am, and then once you get locked down for 2 seconds, you're dead. I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy that. I'm like, because I'm just not. I think I'm just. I don't know if I'm just not that good. But I mean, I've played mages and been very good on mages, but they're just not really my play style. So. I just wish the cleric had, and again, you know, this game, when we get the second archetype, it's going to be really, it's going to make, I think it'll make or break the game. Well, it won't really break the game, but it could definitely make the game. It could definitely have a very, very positive, you know, impact on the game. You know, because I'm like, okay, what don't I like about the cleric? Well, I like the cleric a lot, but I would love to have maybe a few more bigger hitting abilities. I could even see like a cleric ranger. I mean, that could be really interesting, right? Like,
yeah,
or maybe not even that. Or like cleric. I think cleric tank obviously would be, you know, my 2 favorite archetypes. Cleric tank would be really good, but I think cleric rogue could be incredible, because now you've got this maybe some CC and some burst, and on top of that, you've got some nice heals. You know, you got some self healing, so that's got to be. I mean, that would be OP, to be honest. Yeah, I was killing the Minotaurs. I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. I'm getting pretty good XP, but it's still, even so, it still was like slow.
Yeah, it really seems like you, at that point, you really have to group and find some spot that has like 3 stars.
Yeah, you need the big stars because they give a lot more XP, I'm assuming. I don't know. I was killing 2 stars though. I was killing level 17 2 stars.
Nice.
But it took quite a while, and they only gave me like, I think like around 3,800 experience.
Ooh.
Which is not worth it. So okay, so I put up some auctions. Some of them were from our guild bank, and 3 auctions sold. So let's see what's sold.
Nice.
Look at this. I sold a Kindle traced earring that I got killing the Minotaurs for 55 silver.
Nice.
That never would have sold. That never would have sold that high down in the south.
Yeah.
I sold a Suncleft choir
right
belt.
Now, it won't sell at all in Ueva.
I sold a Suncleft choir belt. Yeah. And I think I looted that off a Minotaur. I sold that was 7 silver because I figured whatever. It's not a great item. The stats on it are shit. And I sold a Luminescent Concord Burboot or something. It's some sort of chest piece. Again, I looted off the Minotaur, so I sold it for 14 silver. But I mean, again, it's a piece of garbage. The Luminous gear is not really good gear. But that shows you that there is a market for the northern marketplace because there's no auctions in them.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, I definitely think there's a market. It's just like it kind of gets pigeonholed because like everyone starts putting their market. It's like Ueva has 190 pages, and at most people, other southern settlements have like 50.
Yeah, so you're like
everyone's just starting to go to Ueva.
Yeah, like Ueva's. It's like there's going to be so much competition, you know.
Yeah, I have noticed stuff being expensive in Ueva though, but I think that's also like once we get into Radiant gear, I'm curious if it'll still be that way.
I need to learn how to make my own food.
What the hell?
I need to learn what? I need to make food.
Oh.
What is this? Skinning?
They just kill you if you log into Ueva right now.
They kill you? Why did you even try it? Oh, I guess you didn't have a choice.
I didn't know. I don't remember where I had logged out at.
It just killed you?
I logged in and I'm dead. I don't know if maybe if I
Well, you
Go
better.
back in, and it'll be like still live, but there's no NPCs here.
Yeah, I would definitely stay away from that city. All right, so
Apparently.
so I'm looking for stuff to make. How do I get celery seed? It's ingredient in farming, purchase from marketplace, or purchase from the agricultural supply. So it sounds like it's a NPC. How about lettuce seed? So you can purchase agricultural supply. Is there a supplier? Let me take a look here. There's no NPCs in this city. Market commodity vendor. What's that? And when I try to interact with them, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't bring up
That
anything.
is fucking horseshit. You have 30 seconds to get the fuck out, or you die again.
You didn't try to log in again, did you? Dude, are you a
No,
glutton for
I didn't
punishment?
log in
Oh,
again.
okay.
I stayed logged in, and somebody revived me. I was like, all right, I'll take it, and because I didn't know,
And then you got
nothing
30
came up and said,
seconds?
hey, yeah, and then I had 30 seconds from, and I happened to be right at the Ember Spring, so I was in the middle of town.
Did you get out?
I got out of the walls, but apparently not far enough, and I died again.
Oh my god. Yeah, they're gonna have to fix that. They can't be like that. There's no fucking vendors here. You know how you have like the vendors for the craft stations?
Yeah.
I see all the craft stations. I don't see any vendors. Although I know
Where
the
are you at?
I'm in Durgram up in the north.
Oh yeah, I think it's just the equipment vendor, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm going to. Let me look and see if he's got any seed. Okay, so he does. So this is weird. Let me buy some. I'm trying to do some crafting here. I'm gonna buy some lettuce seed and some water. I need water too. Water. I don't know if it was spring drawn water. I just want to start making my own food. I think that's the one thing. You know, and I just watching a lot of reviews. A lot of the reviews are basically they're pretty spot on. The game's got a lot of issues.
Mm-hmm.
The PvP side of this game, I'm not really that interested in the PvP in this game because the way I've seen it, it doesn't really look that good. Like not
No,
that the
it benefits groups of people only.
mm-hmm. Which is what I said about this game, 7 years ago. I said whenever time you do a map control, like city control, like player controls cities, it's always going to have guilds that control those areas, and the PvP is always going to be groups of people. And I don't, unless I join like a PvP guild, which I really don't have a big interest in doing that. I think
it
for
really
me to
feels to me like it's going to go the way of New World, where it's just going to die off at some point.
Yeah,
just because of
I think so.
The whole node control.
Yeah, the node control is never going to be something that I think is going to sustain.
I don't think that there's enough general
no.
audience appeal to that sort of a system.
No game with node control. Like the only game I can think of that had kind of like player controlled cities that actually was pretty successful was Lineage 2, and even that didn't have like a huge player base. But Lineage 2 had player controlled cities. But it has such a slower leveling. Like it took 6 months to level to max level, like 6 months. So people could play the game a very long time without ever being exposed to like end game like castle sieges, for example. And one of the other things I saw on the feedback for this game was something that me and you talked about. Was how you don't see like lower level like initiate crafted gear in the marketplace because nobody wants to take the time to make it. Because the leveling speed's you level from 1 to 10 so quickly, what's the point? And so someone had put a post in the feedback saying that leveling is way too fast. And actually, I've seen many people say that you can level to max level in 1 day in this game. I don't know how they're doing that. They're obviously like have a group. Yeah, I've heard people saying they can level like maybe 1 day or 2 days that they're max level. And I'm like, okay, I can see that, but you obviously have a group, and you're grinding mobs,
Yeah.
But so. But anyways, the leveling speed in this game is, even though we feel like it's really slow at the higher levels, but it is solo. We don't know how fast it is if we're in a group. I mean, maybe leveling 20 to 21 in a group killing 3 stars is all of like an hour. Whereas trying to do a solo, it's like 6 hours.
I've seen a video where somebody got a group at 19 and got 21 in like 2 hours because they were doing like 500 an hour.
See, an hour per level. Or whatever. So yeah, then sure, yeah. I mean, come on. Tons of people will get in a group and grind for 5-6 hours straight. That's not a problem. I mean, should I solo grind for 6 hours straight? but I only get
Yeah.
1 level out of it, and they're getting 5 levels out of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think the leveling. My biggest gripe, one of my bigger gripes, is I don't agree with the Initiate Adept Radiant set system. I think the only reason they did that was because it's kind of like how New World works. I mean, a lot of games have set-based stuff. Lineage 2 is the same way, where like leveling like 1 to 20, there might be like 2 different types of sets of gear that are good for your class in that level range. There's other gear you can equip, but it's not going to be optimal. It's not going to be like this for that level range. Whereas World of Warcraft's completely different. In WoW, there's a lot of different gear you can equip from 1 to 20. I mean, there's gear that you can equip at level 10 that's really strong. There's gear you can equip at level 12 that's really strong. There's all kinds of gear. So I'm assuming they did it this way because they wanted to two reasons I can think of. One, they wanted to keep the PvP more balanced, because if everybody's wearing kind of the same armor, it's going to be fairly balanced from an armor point of view. Everybody's kind of, I mean, you have a lot of options because you can wear light, you can wear medium, and you can wear heavy. But still, even with all those options being said, there's going to be like a recognized, this is probably the best set for you, right? This set, or maybe this set, 1 or 2 different sets. And then the crafted gear is going to be the best if you can get it. So I get, honestly, I don't have a problem. I'm going to take that back. Because of crafting, and because of all the different things, there's a lot of stuff you can craft. That's the one thing that even...
my issue isn't so much like the crafting.
There's a lot of stuff you can craft.
Speed. It's at the initiate level, it takes too many resources and too much time by comparison to the leveling speed.
Well, think about it. If you
the ones that they give you, where it's like, oh, you can use any fragments and use any of this, it felt right to make those. The Wayward Sword and the Wayward like longbow, those felt good. But all the others, which are either on or for the most part on the same level as those are, just didn't feel good.
Well, okay, so the time it takes to get the materials, if you're not buying them off the auction house, and this is why I think that in the live service game, there's going to be plenty of crafted low-level items, and that's just simply because once everybody's reached max level and they're done leveling characters, then they may go out and learn how to do the crafting, and then they'll start crafting these low-level items because maybe they've saved up materials, or they just have so much money that they can just go to the marketplace and buy whatever they need to make the stuff. And so they're going to make the stuff just to learn how to skill up, and then also to sell the items for their alts, for their own alts. So they can kind of twink out their own alts. Or they can sell it in the marketplace for other people to buy to twink out their alts. So I definitely think that the initiate gear will get crafted. I just think it won't be crafted in the beginning when everyone's leveling up. Everyone's going to level past level 10, and there's going to be very little crafted initiate gear. But then once everybody starts to get to max level and they start playing their alts, then we might start seeing more probably crafted gear hit the auction house.
Yeah, I think we're already seeing a little bit of that because we have seen a couple of pieces at the adept level at this right now, but we've seen a couple of pieces that are that way.
Okay, I bought some stuff and I don't even know why, like what recipe. I bought stuff and I don't even know if I can use it. You can make, what is this? You can make spices. Okay, food. Sugar and blackberries. I don't have blackberries. I don't even know how to get blackberries. I don't know where to get lettuce. Cooking
lettuce
oil.
Lettuce is grown. Remember right.
Is there like a farm station?
Yes.
Market commodities.
Lettuce requires
station.
mulch,
Cooking.
lettuce seed, and water. Mulch is created from farming, which is any gathered herbs and wood chips and vendor bought item.
That's why
wood
I got
chips
confused.
Are created of lumber milling.
That's why I got confused. I was grabbing materials to be used for farming, and then when I got them, I went to the cooking station. I'm like, huh? Okay, so I am looking at here. I was looking at how to make lettuce. Oh, I need mulch. Okay, so to make lettuce, I got water and lettuce seed, which I purchased from the vendor, but now I need mulch. How do okay, so mulch I get from wood chips. Okay, farming. So wood chips Yeah, it's wood chips and herbs. Okay, so I don't have any wood chips, but I have a shit ton of herbs, but I don't have the right kind of herbs. I know it says any gathered plant. Okay, cool. All right, so I just need to get wood. All right, no problem. Wood is easy. Just thought I'd do some crafting as a break from the grind. Yeah, but the way the game is right now, I'm trying to think, why would I even play this game? Like, why would I play this game on release? I don't think in its current state, I certainly wouldn't play it for PvP.
Yeah.
The crafting could be fun, and we haven't seen like the end game. I mean, I definitely would enjoy. I enjoy the leveling and I enjoy the combat. So, and I think again, once the other archetypes come out, if they're really cool and they create like really cool hybrid classes with the archetypes, then I can see myself wanting to play. And then I probably could see myself maybe doing PvP, but the way the PvP is set up right now, you don't see people just running around killing people, you know. And it's so
too dangerous too.
it's
Like
it's too punishing. Like in Lazy
yeah, and then
Peon's
on top of
video,
that,
yeah.
your XP debt at 25 doesn't matter. So instead, to make sure that the punishment still matters, it reduces how much stamps you have. So if you have XP debt, you have debt stat dampening. So at my 3% XP debt, because I died twice, I have 0.6% debt stat dampening, and I don't exactly know what that means, but makes me weaker, I guess.
I guess, yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, I think it's like when I got the, well, I don't know what yours is, but I definitely got the 20%, but that was when I was corrupted. It's like corrupted is terrible. It's like 20% XP stat drop or something. Anyways, no, in Lazy Video, what he said, which makes perfect sense, is like someone killed him, so then he went back and killed them, and then they came back and killed him, and he goes, but in the end, he goes like, we both lost because
yeah, nobody really won.
Well, the thing that they do, which is really, really stupid, is if you get killed, like you lose, I think you lose, what is it, a quarter of your resources in your bag you lose? Like a quarter.
Yep.
And out of those quarter that you lose, like only like a quarter of those are even recoverable or something. Only a percentage of those are even recoverable. So no matter what, even if you go back to your corpse and loot your corpse, you're never going to get back everything you lost. So going and killing people, it sucks because if you die a couple times, you're losing stuff you're never going to get back. Like what I would propose is that if you die, you should get back everything. You should get back everything if you loot your corpse. Like I don't understand why you wouldn't. It didn't just magically vanish. There's no black hole that opened up that it went into.
Yep.
You know, you should 100% be able to get all your stuff back, and that way it gives you incentive to go get your corpse. Like, and also it gives you incentive to kill somebody else who looted your corpse because they may drop your stuff right back. You can get your stuff back. Anyways, whatever. It's just, again, these decisions are such common sense to me. Like to me, I'm like, why is this so difficult? Like this, like I would never have done it the way they did it. Like if I was designing a PvP system, I never in my mind would have said, oh, you're going to drop a certain percentage of resources. And out of those percentage you drop, only so much of that can you actually recover. I never would have done that because it doesn't make sense. Like in what world does that even make sense? Okay, I dropped, well, let's say I dropped 10 logs, but when I go back, there's only 2 or 5 or something. What happened to the other ones? They just vanish,
Right.
And then the other thing, well, there was another thought I had. Why can't I, like, some of these trees are ungatherable, which is weird.
Oh, yeah, I hate the things that are ungatherable that are not, like, just,
but
this stock grass or...
Yeah, this tree is exactly, there could be 2 trees right next to each other that are almost identical. One I can gather and one I can't. This is the first time I've actually run into this. I've actually never come across this before. This is the first time.
I'd be okay with that if it was like a tree inside of a city, but that's it. Anything out of a city or out of a settlement now.
Yeah, I'm outside the city gate, and I'm just trying to get these trees, but some of them are gatherable and some of them are not. But I am level 20, so if any of these mobs out here bug me, I'm going to kick their ass. Anyways, I had another thought, and I can't remember what it was. I think it was something in Lazy's video, even, but I cannot. Something around PvP, probably. But I can't remember what it was. Oh, I think it was Yeah, I think it had something to do with gathering with professions. Oh yes, I remember what it was. So Lazy was saying that you know how like when you process stuff, sometimes it'll be like, oh, this is going to take 10 minutes, or oh, this is going to take 20 minutes. And
Mm.
Lazy straight up said, I don't like this. This is the game is not valuing your real world time. Yeah, a lot of these trees aren't gatherable. I don't know why. Which I mean, to me, it's like I agree with that to some degree, but it's like there's always other things you can do in the game. Like while it's
Yeah.
processing that, there's lots of things. Go get more. Go get more of the material, or go kill some monsters, or go do. There's plenty of things you can do. So I don't really. It doesn't really bother me too much that there's a time on some of those things, you know. But Lazy was definitely he didn't like that one bit. He's like, I don't like that. I was like,
Yeah, I don't necessarily mind the processing time. I think there's a lot of money sinks in it, though.
yeah.
And I don't know how I really feel about that. As somebody who consistently doesn't have money in most games that I play.
I've not always been a fan of crafting systems where you have to buy materials from a vendor. Like, okay, I'm gonna craft like a ship, and I have to get these wooden planks. But to get these wooden planks the way I want, I'm gonna have to buy some sandpaper from the vendor. I've never really. I'd actually rather have the sandpaper be in my crafting, and I craft the sandpaper. You know,
Or at
I
least have the option to be able to craft it. I think it would be one thing
I don't know.
to be able to give people the option to buy sandpaper for slightly more expensive, but the crafting should be there so that it incentivizes people to intertrade, because you can't have all of your professions at max, which I kind of agree with that part. That's kind of nice. Um, but having pieces that you can only buy from a vendor is dumb. It's like, what do you mean I have to buy it from a vendor? I can
Yeah,
craft shit. What do you?
yeah, I
This
don't
doesn't
like
make
that.
any sense to me.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you, like 70% of these trees I can't chop down. Like 70% of them, I go up to them, I can't chop them down. What is this? I mean, this is so weird. Okay, well, usually I chop down the same type of tree, but since this particular type of tree, only 70% of them are, or only like maybe 30% of them are even available. And now my action combat mode's glitching out. I can't go into action combat mode right now. This game, dude.
It's weird.
Yeah, just out of the blue, I just tried to go into action combat mode, it won't let me. I did see one video where the person was talking about how Ashes of Creation might be trying to do too much, like trying to do tap targeting and action combat. And I'm like, well, I mean, there's games that Guild Wars 2 allows action combat mode and tap targeting, and it does it flawlessly. So, there's definitely a
Yeah, I don't think
precedent.
it's wrong that it can
Yeah.
do that. The thing that throws it off is the dual targeting
Yes,
mechanism.
that's what throws. Yeah, the way the targeting works, and the fact that you have a different keybind for. Well, here's the thing. In most MMOs, and I don't know if it works that way in this game, but in most MMOs, if you right click a mob, usually you will start your auto attack. Right? I'm not sure if that works
As long
in
as your auto
this
attack
game.
is enabled, it does happen that way for me.
It does it? Okay, cool.
But not in, yeah.
So as long as that works, then that probably is okay, I guess. I haven't tried that. Let me get my bow out here. I'm actually going to test that out right now because I've never tried that. There's a deer. There's a level 11 1-star. Yeah, that works. I just right click it. Sure enough. Okay, so yeah, that does work. Eastern Hemlock. Okay, so the green ones are Hemlock. Let me see if the Hemlock are more... Yeah, it looks like the Hemlock aren't glitched out like the other trees. But I think, like, if I wanted to play this game, I would just explore the different characters and the different builds and the different multi-classing, different archetypes. And I would just try to come up with, builds that worked really good for solo play. And then I might do a little bit of PvP, or maybe do some carriage runs or whatever. Caravans, and that's probably all I would do in this game.
Yeah.
And I think that would be, if the game was fun and most of the bugs that we dislike are fixed, then I think that would be enough to keep me busy in the game for maybe like a year, maybe 2 years before, probably not, maybe probably about a year before I probably get bored of it, maybe 2 years. But I mean, honestly, I'm way more excited. My favorite part of this game is the world. I gotta say, my favorite part is the open world, how like massive it is. That's my favorite part. And the traversal of the world. Like Lazy was saying, and he almost said it in a way that was like a negative thing. Like he said the world's so big and it takes a long time to move around. I'm like, I always look at that as a huge positive. Whenever a world is really big and it takes a long time to get from point A to point B, I love that. I think that's great, because to me that's immersive. It forces you to explore the world. I mean, you have to, because if it takes you a long time to traverse it, you're looking at your surroundings, you're seeing. You may even like get interested in trying different paths to where you're going, just out of boredom or curiosity.
I find that an interesting take, because when I traverse the world, I'm just staring at the map. I'm not looking around.
Oh, so I look around. And I'm like, what's over here? What's over there?
Unless I see something interesting on the map, it's I'm not paying attention.
No, I totally am like looking at the environment. Like I said, I really love, I'm a very visual, artistic person, so I'm very much into what everything looks like and how things are laid out. But not everybody's like that, just like you're not like that. So, but to me, that's a positive. If someone says the world's really big and it takes a long time to move around, I think that's great.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with it being large. I just wish there was something that I could say, I don't know, like, get me to the next town somehow. Like, some level of travel once I've gotten there. Like, I have to go explore it the first time, but I can travel back without too much difficulty.
Well, I think...
Otherwise, I just end up...
I think what I would do with that is... I would add... is I would have built the map with a little bit better waterways. And then I probably just would have built some boats into the game where you could basically go to like docks and like take a boat, and it would just show the boat go. You'd see the boat, and maybe even you could even have maybe it would even be like real time where you're like on the boat and it's going really fast. Like for example, if you're like way in the south and you're going to where I am, like let's say Durgram, just have a boat that you jump on, you go to Halcyon, you go over to the water, you jump on the boat, and it just takes you all the way up to Durgram, or at least really close. And it takes and it's like 5 times faster than if you, went on foot.
Sea Hook that's got a harbor master. Like if you had just thought there was some sort of system that went between harbor masters, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and so there would still be places in the world where unfortunately there probably wasn't any like really good, traversal. But if they built the rivers in a way that there never was a very huge path between like a ocean or a river and the location you're going, then it wouldn't be too bad, But I still think there should be some areas in the world where that's not the case, just because it's cool. I mean, having some pain is a good thing, Having that conversation of like, oh, I've got to go down to the desert, but there's no easy way to get there. I'm gonna have to get on my mountain, ride through the desert. I'm like, that's a talking point, it builds character. You know what I mean?
It makes me not want to leave. That's what it ends up doing for me most of the time. If it's bad enough, if it's not bad enough, then I don't pay attention. But
it doesn't take me long to get.
Going between north and south, it's just like, I may not go back to north anymore.
Well, I'll tell you what I did do. Is I bought another shoal skipper today, because I kept swapping the shoal skippers back and forth between my tank and my cleric, because I use the waterways a lot, especially when I go north. I use the water, and so I actually found a shoal skipper for 5.5 gold, which wasn't too insanely bad, and so I bought another one. And so I'm streaming right now. If you look at my stream, like like if you're in like, what was it, Halcyon? you're in Halcyon and you cut through the mountains and you go straight to the water, if you get on the Shoal Skipper, you can take it all the way up to the dockmaster, the harbor master, which is right south of Durgrim. And from that harbor master, you can just cut south, and you'll find a. See. You cut south in the harbor master, and you don't have to go very far before you find a staircase or a little ramp that leads you up to an elevator. Take the elevator up, then you go a little bit more ways to another ramp, another elevator, and then you're onto a road and right into the city. So it's not too bad, but you definitely want a fast aquatic mount.
Killing bandits in the jungle area of New Ayla, and I got credit for eliminating bandits in the north.
Yeah.
It's a little interesting, but I'm glad I can get that quest done.
Please tell me I have a lumbering, but yes, I do have a lumbering satchel. All right. Look at that.
I quite enjoy the little commission loop that I had to discover more or less.
Yeah.
That rogue that I had, and that's where I got myself up to 9 gold, almost 10 gold.
Oh shit! Really? You made that much money doing that?
I think I had some before, but I did definitely make at least 5 or 6 gold pretty easily.
Well, I made killing the Minotaurs. I made easily I probably made about 4 gold because I made 3 gold in currency, but I easily made 1 gold in just stuff that I can sell in the auction house, if not more, depending on how much it sells. I got that, and I got that sweet recipe. That ring looks like a really, really good initiate ring. Remember that ring?
Oh yeah, Emberdrawn, yeah.
Yeah, like I've got it up on the Discord. It's adept actually, but it's 290 magical power and 28 intelligence and 164 max mana. That has to be like one of the best, rings for a caster in adept, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And the materials didn't look that difficult. The only thing in the materials
we need to get the Cephalian
was I didn't know how to get the ring's final touches. Is that from the vendor? Is that vendor right? Yeah, then the other one would be the Zakara, which is a gemstone. It's a gemstone. Because when I clicked on Zakara, it was crafted from jewel crafting. So it's like you get a gem and you craft that, I think.
Oh.
And then the other things is just the Anvil Essence, which is super easy. The Rough Grime, again, super easy. The Tendonite Ingot, you just have to craft. Again, it's, I think you have to be the next level, though, of processing, right? Maybe? You might have to be level 10.
Yeah.
I think.
Zakara requires Apprentice or level 10 stonemasonry.
Yeah, so, yeah. So I need to get those things up.
And you can only get 5 past Novice.
You can only get 5 past Novice. We need to... Okay, hold on, we got to write this down. I've always wanted to document this because it's super important. So let me go here. I'm gonna say Ashes of Creation. So how many crafting ranks? So there's what's here. So you start out as novice. Then you go to what's after novice? Do you know? ChatGPT. What are the crafting? What are the crafting levels, and how many can you have at each in Ashes? I know I've asked this before. I don't know if it's changed. There's up to, okay, there's Apprentice. Is this right? Blue Apprentice. Actually, that's not right because it's Novice. This isn't even right.
What is it?
I'm trying to see how many professions you can have, what the ranks are, and how many you can have.
2 master, 1 more at journeyman, I think is the one after that.
There's novice, apprentice, journeyman, master, grandmaster. Oh, I found it.
Oh, and processing doesn't count as that, so it could get even more complicated than I originally thought.
Okay.
Carpentry doesn't even go to.
A character can have all 22 professions. Holy shit, there's 22. I knew there were a lot, but never thought about it. The character can have all 22 professions at novice. You can only have 5 at apprentice or higher. You can only have a maximum of 4 professions at journeyman or higher. Only 3 can be master or higher, and only 2 can be grandmaster. And you're saying which one doesn't?
That's real easy because the only one you can get grandmaster in is weaponsmithing.
Why is that?
I don't know. I'm just looking at the crafting menu, and none of them have. Many of them don't have anything beyond journeyman. Many of them don't have beyond master. It looks like
is that just
grandmaster is only gathering tools, the herbalism sickle and the mining pickaxe.
How are you seeing that in the? How are you seeing that?
Scroll to the top, and then if you click on the title novice, it'll collapse it.
I gotcha. They should start these as collapsed. Okay. So, if you can only have 2... If you can only have 2 at Grandmaster, which ones would you have? Oh, let me take a look at... You said Gathering doesn't count?
I don't know, because I was originally thinking it didn't count because it didn't go that high, but it doesn't go that high because they just don't have anything apparently.
No, I don't. Yeah, I think it counts across all of them because it calls them professions. They're all considered professions, whether it's crafting or gathering, and these things are specific to professions. So since these are all professions, then it applies to all of them. Or they worded this completely in a way that's obviously incorrect. There's 20. See, it says right here, 20 professions are divided into 3 artisan classes: gathering, processing, crafting. Out of all 22 professions, you can only have 2 professions at Grandmaster, 3 at Master higher, 4 can be Journeyman or higher. So out of all of these, which one would I want to be a Grandmaster?
Weaponsmithing?
You think so? Because you would want the sickle and the pickaxe?
I don't know if you're looking at it in terms of like much later, but as of right now, you can't.
I'm looking at it as of right now. I don't care about later.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right now, the only thing you can be Grandmaster in is weaponsmithing. Like, it's not really a choice right now because nothing goes beyond Journeyman because nothing is more than Radiant.
Okay, so we know that Grandmaster is weaponsmithing. And then
anything that's just equipment doesn't go above Journeyman. Carpentry looks like it's got some boat stuff.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Not boat stuff?
I don't care about the boat stuff because I'm not going to be doing too much of that. And arcane engineering only goes to Journeyman. And how many can we have at Journeyman? You could have 4 professions can be Journeyman or higher.
You can do Grandmaster metalworking. That's how you get gold ingots. I don't know what that's for, though.
Well, it's for some crafting. Well, here, let's see. It says it's used in weaponsmithing, but can you make anything with weaponsmithing that requires it? I'm just looking. Oh, and I don't think Lazy PM was talking about the auction house, and he didn't bash it that much. He said it was really hard to find stuff, but I would have gone more in detail in the review. I felt like he was trying to be a little bit nicer, because he's always been kind of a fan of Ashes of Creation, and he's had a good relationship with Stephen Sharif. But I felt like he could have bashed the the marketplace a lot more than he did in his video. I certainly would have. I would have been like, this is terrible. But most of the stuff was spot on. So all right, so let's go to Master Weaponsmithing Journey. So Journeyman Weaponsmithing, I don't think it's gonna need gold. I'm gonna go to like a higher level Journeyman item here. Are any of these adept? Here, Radiant. Copper
Journeyman
ingot.
is Radiant.
Yeah, see, look, it's all copper. I don't see any gold bars.
Yeah, I don't know what the gold is for.
So yeah, so you don't need gold. Stonemasonry. Really hate how these aren't collapsed. They should open collapsed. Journeyman. I know how to make flax, which I didn't know how to do before. I watched a video on it today.
You can farm it, but you can also just go.
It's easier to farm it, though.
Yeah, it's more dedicated, but there are some good spots up north near Hammer's Rest.
Really?
Yeah, I was actually able to get everything that I needed from up there.
I mean, alchemy definitely.
Some tailoring thing.
Yeah, I don't see anything past. Most of the stuff doesn't even go past Journeyman.
Yeah, because Radiant is technically Journeyman, so anything past Journeyman is beyond level 30, which we don't have access to. Assuming that it actually ends up going that far, which, from my understanding, the answer is kind of yes.
Yeah. What is this? You can eat. Increases tailoring quality and magical act. So you can eat food that's going to increase your tailoring quality. What does that mean? When you craft items?
Yeah, so like how you don't necessarily like how you can mix different qualities. Your skill plays a factor in that. So if you have low skill but high quality, you'll get a high quality item. But if you have high skill and low quality items, you'll have a high quality item.
When crafting cloth, I guess. I haven't even looked at tailoring. What is you mean when you're making stuff in tailoring? Okay. Okay. All right. Cool.
Artisanship equipment pieces you can make with tailoring. I forget what else you can make.
So it looks like jewelry seems to be the big one that a lot of people do for money.
Yeah, it's one that is used by everyone, regardless of what armor they're going for or if they're magic or physical.
Everybody's doing the petal shard, but
I'm actually gonna head off, and I'll talk to you later.
Really? I didn't.
Yeah, I'm tired, man. I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning.
Oh, jeez. All right, man. I'll talk to you later. They're shutting down the servers at 1 a.m. till 3 a.m. or till 4 a.m. I think.
Wow. I won't be able to come back to it until 5 o'clock tomorrow. So
I know. All right. Well, I'll talk to you there, man. Have a good one.
See you, man.
Yeah, so this is... So, I don't know. I mean, I'll probably go... I mean, I think jewelry, cookie... I think... How many can you have? So you can have... You can have 4 at Journeyman or higher. So I'm thinking I'll go Journeyman... Probably Journeyman Weaponsmithing, Journeyman Jeweler, Journeyman Cooker, and a Journeyman... Maybe Journeyman Husbandry? Because I would like to be able to make some of these mounts. Drake of the Canopy Hatchling. What? Yeah, I think I would like to do the animal husbandry. So yeah, Journeyman Animal Husbandry. I don't know. siege of Joeva has succeeded. TMX and their allies are victorious. Siege. Really? My character's like floating in the air. All right. Tanko and all of his accounts banned is Polar and probably their dedicated gold money launderer. Yeah, they posted all of the Ashes posted the people that were banned. So if you go here, you can see they've actually posted the people that were banned, including buying or selling in-game gold item service, real-world money, are direct violations of the service. As we're committed to protecting the integrity of Ashes. As a reminder, purchasing game currency or items is also a violation and can result in account action. These are people that have been permanently banned from the game for RMT. Look at some of these names. I mean, do you think these are do you think these are real players? And look, this game, this is a very inconspicuous name, Gold Famer. Not Farm, Gold Famer, and he was banned. Look at these names though. These are just people who don't give a shit. These are like bots, like, or just, you know, Asian gold sellers probably. Look at these names, man. It blows my mind, man. Are you trying to hurt me, Mr. Raptor? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we've... I don't want to say we've gotten enough lumber, but we've probably got enough lumber. Oh, here's a hawk. We do want to keep... I do want to raise my husbandry, so we're going to have to... Actually, the north is a really good place to level your husbandry, because there's a spot I know of where there's just an amazing amount of rams to constantly interact with. We have to buy a set of gear for my character, just to have something that looks different, just for the hell of it. I'll freak Blue out the next time. We'll get some crazy looking armor set. And Blue will be like, what the heck is that? We did sell another auction. Hopefully, I'm hoping I sold one of the rings that I listed for like 25 silver. Oh, and we did. Look, these are the ones I was telling Blue about. These do not sell for 25 silver. down south.
Burning for the early game.
This is the good one. 247 health and cost. This is a really good cloak, actually. Alright, so we'll list a few more items. Always repair your gear. Oh, we didn't make it. Ah, shit, I didn't get rid of my logs. Oh, well. That's going to be a bit of a problem, though. Yeah, you know what? We'll go to the city over here. We'll go here and we'll just do more lumber processing. Weird how this road just ends here. Oh, it doesn't end. Looked like it did. Birds.
Signals fade, but you're still on my mind. I trace the static in the dark, like constellations falling apart. I don't wanna lose sound, but the silence pulls me down.
nice earring to sell.
You say you wanna find the perfect air to breathe, but all I want is you. You're waiting for a miracle, but you are miracle enough to me, enough for me. Never wanna wake up from this dream, 'cause you are everything. You are everything. You are everything. You say you wanna build the perfect world for me, but all I want is you. The stars will shine, the moon will rise, the seas will calm when you are by my side, by my side. You are all that I will ever need, 'cause you are everything. You are everything. You are everything. You say you wanna paint a picture just for me, but all I want is you. Sleeping silent in the night, a million colors swimming in your eyes, in your eyes. You are all that I will ever need, 'cause you are everything. You are everything. You are everything. I never wanna wake up from this dream, 'cause you are everything. You are everything. You are everything. Never wanna wake up from this dream, 'cause you are everything. You are everything. You are everything. I never wanna wake up from this dream, 'cause you are everything. You are everything. You are
Very interesting, kind of just open field, I guess. I never knew this was here. Hey, what's up, Strape? That was a big dude. That was a big dude. I'm just exploring. Just exploring. I want to see if I can get to this water over here. Mostly, usually in this game, when you get to the edge of the map, you'll hit like an invisible boundary. So I'm going to guess that it won't let me get into the water. And I don't want to get killed either, so I gotta be careful. But let's see. What happens if I run it into the ground? It should just stop, I would imagine. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that was cool. So we got a little ocean. We got the ocean. We reached the edge of the map, right? So we're just kind of exploring at this point. Oh, there's a road down here. I wasn't expecting to see a road down here. It is on the map, though. Oh, actually, it's not on the map. Oh, no, it is on the map. Well, it's kind of not complete. But it looks like there's actually a road along the coast here. Interesting. And does it really go all the way around? That's kind of weird. Alright. This should go through, I think. again, on the mini-map, it shows that this is like a thoroughfare or a road of some kind. It doesn't really look like a road, but on the map, the mini-map, it looks like a road. They really need to fix that kind of stuff. Like, the mini-map to me doesn't really, you know, like, doesn't coincide always. Like you can see here, it looks like there's a road here, but I don't know about you guys, but that doesn't really look like a road. But it goes through. Yeah, the reason I came up, there's a reason I came up here. And the reason I came up here is for animal husbandry. Because there are tons of these. Look at see all these guys up here? We are going to level our animal husbandry. Yeah, I think it's just dirt paths. I think that's what they consider like these dirt paths. Like on the minimap they show them as roads, but I think anything that's considered like a dirt path. But it is, if it's marked as a road, that means it's an area that you're meant to walk on. That means you're probably not going to be on a path that's blocked. It's not like this road here is going to hit a blockade of like a mountain range or something that you can't pass. So if you're sticking to a road like this on the mini map or on the map, you can be pretty assured that you're probably going to make it. You know, you're going to make it somewhere. It's going to go somewhere. It'll lead to something. You can also kill the ravens because it may spawn the tameable ones. When you kill mobs of a certain type over and over again, it'll spawn a tameable or one that you can use animal husbandry on. That's the thought process anyway. That sort of a bitch. Really? Yeah, I have no interest in playing TV. I thought about it. I saw Cargos was like kind of hyping it up, and I was like, nah. I thought about it for all of about 20 seconds, and then I just was like, no, not really. I just can't play WoW anymore. I've just completely lost all interest in World of Warcraft. I played the game since 2004. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like freaking rapid fire. It's like a semi-automatic, like Uzi or something, you know? It's vicious. I mean, it's ranked up pretty high. The thing with the weapons in the game is they have skill systems to them, and when you get them, when you get a weapon, you know, like skilled up to this top tier, it starts, look, it's, you know, immediately after finishing out triggers Arrow Storm, and then also extended finish, increase health regeneration, mana regeneration. So, um, and then here, Bullseye, your deadly finisher and deadly extended finishers empower your next ability. Use the next 5 seconds, you get 25% bonus critical strike chance. So, yeah, you're going to be rapid firing arrows like crazy. It does good damage. Let's just put it that way. And if you're a cleric, and you've got your enchantment up, because clerics have a weapon enchant, it's like having Seal of Righteousness enchanted on your bow. You know, where every arrow has a chance to proc additional damage. Yeah, you're just gonna wreck people. But I'm just up here leveling my animal husbandry. I'm killing these guys because they may spawn tameable lions. I don't know if they do or not. I can't really remember. We're gonna kill those anyway. On the off chance that they will. I don't do. So many of them. They spawn. The spawn rate on these guys is super fast. I don't know if they'll ever really nerf the short bow. I don't really think they will. That's just the way it works. And keep in mind, these mobs are like level 3, so of course it's going to crush them. I'm level 20, killing monsters that are level 3, so... You know, it's going to hit them hard. There we go. I knew there were some more rams. And again, you kill these guys, and it'll spawn more of the white ones. What we want. I mean, oh man. So we're only novice, which is weird. So it's not... It's hunting. Okay, so we're raising our hunting skill. We're at hunting 4. That's what we're raising, is the hunting skill. Yeah, you basically pet them and they just... It's stupid. Everybody says it's dumb. It's an incomplete system. And it's the equivalent of skinning and capturing all in one. Right there, I see there I got the ram, see? So here I got an actual ram. So this guy could be trained, but it's a percentage chance he could be turned into a mount, right? Possibly. What a view. Get some good views in this game, I tell you what. Still want the raptor? Yeah, well, to get the raptor, that's the thing. We have to level our skill up to be quite a bit higher, because right now I'm not high enough. I'm not high enough hunting. I gotta get past rank 10. So that's why we're doing this, so we can get past rank 10. Okay, so it doesn't look like we have any rams over here. Oh, there's one. Actually, there might be a scroll we can use. I don't think I have one on me. There might be a scroll you can use to increase your gathering experience rate, which would probably... It might apply to the hunting, maybe? These are respawning so fast. Like an asshole. What the hell? Wait a second. You are lucky I can't kill you, bitch. You just took my ram from me. Fucking ass. What level is he? Brick? He actually did it on... I think he did it on purpose so he could get that ram from me. And the thing is, like, he's level 10. I mean, he's level 7, so he's protected. I can't PvP kill him because he's level 7. Otherwise, I would have killed that guy for what he just did. Let's see if he tries to do it again. Nah. He didn't. Yeah, beat it, you little bitch. Damn, that bow's insane. That bow's crazy, man. It's like a fully automatic weapon. My fully automatic Uzi. I don't know if killing the lions has an effect on how fast the rams spawn, but I'm just clearing them out anyway. But man, these rams are spawning super fast. But I noticed this when I was leveling in this area at level 1, that these rams are over here, and that they seem to spawn like a lot. So I always said if I'm ever going to level my animal husbandry, this is where I'm going to go. Or not my animal husbandry, but my hunting skill, I guess. Which is needed for husbandry. So yeah, so currently we are level 5. We're level 10 fishing, level 7 herbalism, 6. Level 5, so we're halfway there. We still gotta get there. I wonder if that guy knew something I didn't know, because as soon as he left, they stopped spawning. You see that? As soon as that guy left, the ram stopped spawning. There was one. I mean, hey, we're getting 22 experience. I only have to kill about 1.436 million of these to get to the next level. Oh, some of these rams are green and some are white.
City hums, it knows my secrets. I'm awake, tangled in regrets. Every scar I try to hide.
So we only get 5% for one. So that means we gotta do 1, 2, oh my god. So yeah. So it's gonna take a long time. So 14 more of these just to get, think about that, 14 more, so it's 5%. That means it takes 20 per level if it doesn't change, right? So we need like about, let's see, we're 5. So we need like 100 more. That's insane. Let's see, maybe if there's some. I don't know, man. That's crazy.
Your words echo when the world goes silent. Even when the night feels violent. Corners of fear I can't disguise. Something in me finally feels alive. There's a spark I can control. It's alive, running through my soul. I'm breaking through.
It's 353 hunter experience. What I'm wondering is if there's a scroll we can get. That only gave me 235, so it depends on the rank too. So if we get like the green one was worth 353 hunting experience, and the white one was only 235. So if we get lucky and get like some higher level ones, obviously we'll rank up faster. But I'm wondering if there's a scroll I can get that'll actually increase experience gained from hunting. But here's the thing though, Strafe, if we get to the next level, get the certificate for the next rank, we might be able to get the raptor, because I know where the raptors, you know what I mean? You found a botter? I know where the raptors spawn. A botter in which game? I know where those really bizarre striped raptors spawn at. Or I've never seen anybody riding one of them though, which is kind of strange. Maybe the striped ones don't give striped pets. Maybe it's super low, I don't know. You found an area full of bottles? Yeah, but what game? What game are you playing? Are you playing... You must be World of Warcraft, right? Probably a lot of botters getting prepped for the, what, TBC release or some shit? Oh, it Ashes? I haven't personally seen botters in here. I know they're here, but I haven't seen them. My favorite is the ones who do the great runs and their mounts fly through the air. Here, check this out. I'll show you this because it's freaking hilarious. Find it.
Of endeavor, expanding our knowledge.
Those are the hilarious botters, the one that can actually fly off into the sky. And they can. There's people that have there's like these crazy farmers that are doing the runs, and they're making their mounts somehow fly. Just funny, man. There we are, Hunter level 6. We just got 4 more levels to go. Let's see. Okay, so we're Hunter level 6. Let's see how much percent we get with this RAM. We were getting, I think, what, like 3% per? Or no, we were getting 5% per? No, we're still getting 5%. We went to 8, so we're still looking at 20 per level. So if I can continue to get these guys at the rate I'm getting them, it probably won't take too long to get to 10. Maybe like an hour. I mean, I'm getting 6 every 10 minutes maybe, which is 30%. So we get 30. Yeah, so it's not bad. Yeah, everybody wants them to ban them. They have banned some people, but they've been banning people. They put it on their website, man. They got people banned for RMT, people banned for other stuff, and it's on. You know, they put the list up on the website, so you can go see a list of people that have been banning. But the thing is, it's you know, it's not enough. They got to keep going. But you know what MMO doesn't have botters? Every game does. World of Warcraft, there's bot. Every single MMO you ever play, there's botters. So it's just what you deal with in MMOs. But it will ruin the economy, which is unfortunate. But I really don't give a shit, to be honest. I don't care. I'm just playing the game to have fun doing the crafting and doing the leveling and just figuring out the different characters. I'm looking forward to the different archetypes, so I can have like a cleric fight or cleric tank, or like a cleric rogue or something. So I'm not too concerned about bots, to be honest. Oh yeah, Blizzard doesn't give a shit. Blizzard could care less. Blizzard's a terrible company. They don't care. All they care about is making money. And that's what most of these companies care about, is making money. I don't know what... I would love to be a fly on the wall in the boardroom at Intrepid Studios, because I don't know what they're doing. I mean, I know they're working on stuff, but I don't know what they're working on. You know? Yeah, we don't really know. I think archetype. If I understand correctly, it could be they're working on archetypes, but if I understand correctly, that stuff's being worked on for the next, I believe, for the next phase. I thought. I'll have to double check. I think it is. Let's ask Global. Are the second archetypes being planned for the next phase? I hope it is, because that's obviously a huge deal. So far, no one's responded to my question. We can put it in the Discord and get a response pretty quick, probably. Oh. Okay, I just got a message from Asmo. He said they were planned for this phase, but got pushed back. Tank and Cleric get secondaries next. Oh, sweet. My 2 favorite classes. That's awesome. That's awesome. My 2 favorite classes. Thanks, Asmodian. Unless they changed their minds again, of course. Yeah, so apparently this archetypes were planned for this phase, but they got pushed back. So they definitely are being planned for the next phase. He also said that the tank and the cleric are the ones. Let's see. He said they were planned for this phase, but got pushed back. Tank and cleric get secondaries, archetypes next. Then the rest trickle in. So cool. But I mean, the next phase is, I mean, God, it could be like a year out, 2 years out. Who knows? I would imagine, I would guess it's probably about, if I had to guess, I would say it's probably like 16 months out, like a year and a half. That would be my guess, like when they're going to do the next phase. But of course, I could be completely wrong, of course. The Bantha mount from The Empire Strikes Back. Alright, how we doing? Yeah, look, we're already almost 70% through this level, so yeah, we're leveling pretty quick, actually. Good. This is like the best. I'm so glad I found this spot when I was leveling my low-level newbie character, you know? I don't know what would combine well with Summoner. I mean, Summoner's a good range damage dealer. Summoner has a lot. I would think for the Summoner, because Blue plays Summoner, and he told me that the Summoner like is good, but it doesn't have like the biggest damage. It's kind of like a Warlock. So what would combine well with a Warlock? You know what I mean? I mean, I probably would say Cleric. I mean, Cleric's one of those classes I think would combine well with just about any other class, because Cleric has healing abilities, but also has some damaging abilities. And the cool thing about Cleric is Cleric has abilities that heal and damage at the same time. So you could cast this circle on the ground, like on your Summoner. You could go get close to the mob you're fighting, cast the circle on the ground. It's healing you and your pet, and doing damage to the mob you're trying to kill. So again, I just think it's a fantastic spell. But I don't know how the second archetypes are going to work. We don't know, you know, what are you going to have access to, because you're probably not going to have access to every ability of the second archetype. I would imagine you'd probably have access to just, like, if you look at the skill tree, I would imagine for your second archetype you probably only have access to the abilities in the first 2 tiers. So you'd be like, oh, maybe you can pick like one skill here. Maybe you could pick like one skill here, and then maybe you get like some of the, you know, the passives, like, oh, you automatically get Courageous and Vengeance and Grit. You know, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I'm gonna assume it's something like that. You know. Oh shit! I hit the wrong key. Whoops! It's a good thing these guys are immune to damage. But look at that. Hunting is already at 89%, so we are cruising right along. I don't know why there's a Rubik's Cube on my... Whatever. Let's see. That's true. That's true. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do. Are you trying to give yourself more range? Here's what you got to look at. Are you trying to give yourself more range damage? Are you trying to give yourself more like melee damage? Are you trying to give yourself more survivability? Are you trying to give yourself more tankiness? Are you trying to give yourself more magical damage? I mean, you just think about what are those. Ask yourself those questions. What is it that you need? Maybe ask yourself, what is it that you dislike about the summoner? Are you squishy? Are you not squishy? Is your damage too slow? Do you not have enough mobility? I mean, try to figure out what is it about the class you don't like, and then see what second archetypes might give you things that'll get rid of those things that you don't like, Like for me on the Cleric, I don't have enough direct damage abilities, whether they're melee or range, it doesn't matter. So my second archetype, I want it to be something that gives me probably more direct damage abilities up close and personal. So I would probably go for a second archetype of fighter or rogue or tank to give me that. You know what I mean? You don't have a strong opinion? Okay. Well, you better find yourself a strong opinion. Oh, we're only 22%. I hope we're still getting 5%, because that's going to suck if we're not. Even 1% is just going to make this take a lot longer. Hopefully that goes to 27%. Please go to 20. It didn't. It only went to 26. Fuck. That's going to slow down our leveling. Now we have to do, instead of 2 is 10%, it's going to be 2.5. Alright. Okay. Alright. Is what it is. Yeah, I have not played a summoner, and I've not played a wizard. I've played fighter, tank, cleric, and a little bit of rogue, and a little bit of ranger, but not enough of those, and then bard. But I haven't really played it. I played the rogue just very little. But my favorite classes right now are tank and cleric. We only got 43 minutes before they bring the servers down. wait. Two more levels to go. Well, like, am I with tank? Probably cleric. Cleric or tank? I'll either do tank, tank, or tank, cleric. That's what I'm leaning towards. Because if I do tank, tank, it'll be super tank. The tankiest tank that ever tanked, yeah. You become a very tanky tank. The new class, when you combine tank and tank, the new class is I don't know. I think it's, I don't know what it's called, but I think the tank cleric might be called a paladin. I don't remember. I can't remember. Wrong button. I mean, personally, for the summoner, I probably would. I think cleric's good, but I would honestly for the summoner, I would almost be tempted to go fighter summoner. Give myself because I don't know. I've never played a summoner, but if you ever, I've played warlock and WoW, and there are times when you get people up in your face, and you don't really have the best way to handle that other than just fearing them. So having like a fighter or somebody with more capabilities in close might be good, but I mean, with the cleric, same thing. I mean, the cleric is probably better because the cleric, like I said, they have that. As long as you get a couple of the abilities where the cleric can throw these targeting reticules on the ground, they can actually heal you and do damage to the enemy. So it's going to be healing you and your pet while doing damage to the enemy. They've also got the chains. The chains is going to basically, it won't heal you, but it does damage, and I think it might slow. But it's also a really nice ability. Look at that, we're already getting close to level 9, or we're starting to anyway. This has been much faster leveling than I thought it would be. And we did get an epic one somewhere. Yeah, we got the epic ram carcass. That's going to be more experience. The higher grade item you loot off the mob when you're doing this, the more experience it's worth. So if RNG's on your side, experience is even better.
The day is late, my path remains. I couldn't stay the same. Sign of life, far from home, but not today.
Alpha 2 realms will be coming down for 30 minutes. Or for an update in 30 minutes. The downtime is supposed to be up to 3 hours long. Yeah, I think Fighter Summoner or Cleric Summoner could be good. I don't think Rogue Summoner would be that great. I mean, it gives you more CC probably, but... I mean, I don't know, it could be good. I don't really know. You never know until you see it. This one should get me to level 9. This one's going to get me to level 9. Then we just get one more level to go. Rank 9 Hunter. Yeah, people are chatting away in the global. Some people complain, well, they have to update every day. Well, they don't update every day. They do. They have been. I guess I shouldn't say they don't update. They update quite a lot, but they only do the 3-hour update like every second or third day. But sometimes they'll do like a update that's like a quick update for like banning people or whatever. But yeah, I would say they probably update at least once every 3 days, and sometimes even more than that. But you know, the update window is usually 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. I just am always like, why does it take so long to update? I mean, like 3 hours just roll out some updates. They must have some sort of like a testing plan that they run through after they do the update, and that the testing plan, maybe it might even be an automated test plan, just to verify that the update doesn't cause any issues. And I'm gonna guess that that's what takes so long. It's just rolling out code to servers shouldn't take 3 hours. So. The hell? That was weird. Alright, 36. We still got a ways to go.
City hums, it knows my secrets. I'm awake, tangled in regrets. Every scar I tried to hide led me here, nowhere to run tonight. There's a spark I can't contain, rising slow through all my veins. I'm breaking through, leaving shadows, walking past the nights that tried to hold me. Every part of me is finally awake. I'm standing, I won't break. Your words echo when the world goes silent. Even when the night feels violent, corners of fear I can't disguise. Something in me finally feels alive. There's a spark I can't control. It's alive, running through my soul. I'm breaking through, leaving shadows, walking past the nights that try to hold me. Every part of me is finally awake.
We got 21 minutes left before they bring the server down. We gotta try to get Dude, we got 21 minutes. Try to get to rank 10. See if we can make it. $65%. We should make it no problem. Oh shit, my hunting bow is crap. We've only got 49 left on my bow, but I think that should be enough. I think we got enough. I don't think it's gonna break before we... I hope it doesn't break. Tears for Fears better than TBM. What an idiot. Don't get me wrong, I like me some Tears for Fears, but Depeche Mode is a far better band than Tears for Fears. Just by their catalog. They have like so many more hits and so many more songs. Tears for Fears had what, like maybe 2 or 3 hits? That was it. Depeche Mode was one of the greatest bands of the 80s and 90s, hands down. It was very, very good. And not only that, Depeche Mode has a career that spanned like 30, 40 years. And they were putting out songs that were still good all the way until like 2010, you know? So you're going from the 80s all the way to like, you know... I try to think, when they put out a song, I remember the last song they put out that I really liked. It was in the... probably mid 2015, like around 2015 probably. Somewhere between 2010 and 2015, I imagine. $87%. That was a green one. Gave us 5%. 92%. We should only need man, we only need like 3 more, maybe? We got another green one. Shit. Nice. Yeah, we only need 1 or 2 more. And leveling to 10, it was faster than I thought. This will do it. Yep. Yep, the petting animal simulator. This is gonna do it though. This is gonna get us level 10. To rank 10. There it is, hunter level 10. Good thing too, because my hunting bow is about to break. Now we gotta try to see. I've never ranked up with a certificate. I've never done it before, so hopefully we can go. I know that they're in the starting areas, so we got to find a guy and hopefully purchase a certificate that'll let me rank from novice to the next rank, which should be apprentice. Okay. This might not have been this. This might not have been the best idea to come this way. Wait, we could try the mount hack. Let's try the mount hack. Except the mount's kind of in a weird spot. We're gonna try the mount hack. There we go. All right, so now what we got to do is we have to find. First, we got to repair our gear. And we need to find some way to raise our. Where's the stable master? I don't know if it's this guy. I don't remember who to talk to. And he might not even be here. I mean, I would have thought he would have been outside. Can't seem to talk to any of these people. Yeah, I don't know. I've never done this before. There's a guy that sells these damn certificates, but I don't know if he's here or not, or if I have to go to the next town. I bet I have to go to the next area. I've reached level 10 hunting, and I'm in the Animals Gateway and the starting area for find the guy who sells this. Brings me from I think he must be at the next town. Got 11 minutes. But it's weird, we got the high work spender. How is my mount dead? Oh, he died when we did the jump. Shit. Oh no. Our mount's dead. That's gonna screw everything up. Oh. Yes, I know my mount's dead. Would you just run, bitch? My mount's dead. Yeah, our bright idea to jump off the top. Even though I unsummoned the mount, it didn't seem to matter, I guess. So we're gonna try to get to here, Hammer's Rest Trading Post, but I don't know if I'll make it before the. I should make it before the server shuts down. It's so rare that you see like blue skies like this. Like it's so rare that they're like this blue. The clouds are always like moving and shit. See how the clouds are moving? Here, I'll put my cursor there. Let me stop running just for a split second to show you how if I put the cursor on the screen, see how the clouds are all moving across the sky. Yeah, we're getting there. Hammer's Rest is close by, apparently. I mean, I knew it was, but it's closer than I realized. So hopefully there is a dude here that we're looking for. Right here is the animal husbandry. Oh, we already passed it. Master Alchemist Trainer. Herbalism. I don't know. So we're looking for some sort of certificate, dude. I don't see one. Is he called? Yeah, looking for see that mentions hunting, sells hunting certificates. I'm hoping to get this before the server went down, but I don't know where this guy is. I know where he is in the south, but I don't know where he is in the north. Oh well, big failure. I do not see the person I'm looking for. Tell these master people, they're not, let's see. They just sell materials, right? Yeah. Not even that. Alright, obviously not here. Oh well. I'm coming down in 5 minutes. I do not see anybody here that looks like he's selling the certificates. And normally they kind of wave their hand at you and say, "Hey, get your certificates here." I'm not seeing that. Oh well, I give up. I'll have to figure this out tomorrow, I guess. Bummer.
Memories of you, like shadows on the wall. I wish I could forget you, want to forget it all. I dream of you at night, wake up and then you're gone all the time. Lost in you, lost in you.
There's a textile mill person. Sure what this is, like a quest. Oh, I still have a quest. So yeah, we pretty much rune scribe. What was a rune scribe? Man, I'm so disappointed. Yeah, big sneeze. Here. Promote my... Let's see, he's got the lead hide worker. And he's the leatherworking, so, and the tanning, so that's what we need. We need a lead animal we need a lead hunter. But I don't know where the hunter is. Right? That's what we're looking for. Because there's no hunter. Like, there's a stable master. Herbalism. I don't even know what a hunter person looks like. Equipment vendor, cookhouse executive, cookhouse. Woodsman, maybe it's this guy. No, it's a woodshop vendor. Cookhouse. Who is this guy? Wagoneer. Cookhouse executive. We'd think he would be over here. I'm for sure he'd be this dude. Not this person. This one's farming, herbalism, animal husbandry. Oh man, we're gonna have to Google this. Who gives you ashes of creation? Which NPC gives you hunting certificate? As creation, you get the hunting certificate from the Cookhouse Executive Chief. Oh my god, why the hell? Cookhouse Executive Chief, you gotta be kidding me. Why won't let me talk to him? Fucking bugged ass shit. This game is so fucking buggy. Sometimes called the Cookhouse Efficient Chief at the designated cookhouse station, often found in starting zones. The NPC helps you upgrade for gathering freshness to press level, allowing you to craft better tools. Oh, he also does the apprentice hunting bow, though. Oh wow, the servers went down. Oh yeah, I logged out right as they were going down. All right, guys, we'll have to figure it out. I'll catch you guys later, man. Server's down for the next 3 hours. Peace out.